Have you ever caught yourself thinking that you are running out of time? Maybe you think it's too late to change careers, repair a relationship, or discover your purpose, or become the person you've always hoped you would be. If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. I think we've all felt that way at some point. A Course in Miracles invites us to question something we've taken for granted pretty much our entire lives. What if time has far less power over us than we've imagined? Today's lesson is the name of God is my inheritance. I know at first this kind of sounds like a beautiful spiritual idea that has little to do with everyday life. But I think it becomes incredibly practical when we understand the meaning of inheritance. An inheritance is not something that you earn. It's something that's already yours because of who you are. And that's exactly what today's lesson is about. You do not have to earn God's love. You don't have to become worthy of His peace. You don't have to prove your value to anyone. Your inheritance has already been given to you. The question is whether you will remember that it has. The ego has very different message. It tells us that we are behind. We've missed our opportunity. We're too old. We've made too many mistakes. We should have started sooner or chosen differently. Notice all these thoughts have one thing in common. They depend on time. The ego uses time to convince us that what God has already given us can somehow be lost. But think about that for a moment. Can love expire? Can truth grow old? Can what God created become less than what it was? A Course in Miracles is telling us no. Today's lesson reminds us that we are not slaves to time. Our true identity remains united with our Creator, untouched by all the limitations the world seems to impose upon us, the limitations that we seem to impose on ourselves. That does not matter because you are as God created you. Now, this does not mean that time does not appear to exist in our everyday lives. Of course it does. We still make appointments. We still grow older. We still have responsibilities. The question is whether we allow time to tell us who we are. This is where I want to bring today's lesson into Metatransformation Method so we can move from the understanding the idea to actually living it. The first step is to recognize the trigger. Think about one area of your life where you currently feel behind. Maybe it's your health, your finances, relationships. Maybe it's your career or spiritual growth is a huge one. I'm not growing fast enough. I'm not learning my lessons quickly enough. Just think about it. Where's an area in your life in which you feel behind? And notice what you tell yourself about it. Maybe the thought is that you should be further along, right? Or maybe you believe you missed the opportunity. It passed you by. Maybe you've decided that it's simply too late and it takes too much work to make the change, to grow. Don't judge the thought, and that's the tough one. It's really hard not to judge the thought that I have missed my opportunity. But just allow the thought to be. Don't give it too much meaning. Don't try to interpret whether or not the opportunity will ever come back again. Just sit with the thought. Just recognize it. Awareness. It gives us the opportunity to choose again. Now, the second step is to regulate the nervous system. There's nothing that regulates the nervous system more than the breath. What also regulates the nervous system is what we focus on and the meaning that we give it. The nervous system is part of the body. The body is transitory. It's corruptible. It will not last forever. You did not have it before you came to earth. So the nervous system is regulated through bodily processes, such as the breath. Now remind yourself that time cannot change what God created. Notice what happens inside your body when you allow that possibility to enter your awareness. It's so expansive. Time itself cannot change what God created, and God created me. The third step is to reveal the ego's story. Ask yourself, what have you been trying to earn? Maybe it's love. Working so hard to earn love, or earn trust, or earn respect. Maybe it's acceptance, or peace, worthiness, success, or approval. The ego tells us that these things must be achieved before we can finally feel complete. I don't know about that. There's another possibility. What if the most important thing you have been searching for is already part of your inheritance? That is the very different way of moving through life, isn't it? Instead of asking what you need to accomplish in order to become worthy, you begin asking what would happen if you recognize the worth that God has already given you. That's a bigger question. What would happen to me if I recognize the worth that God has already given me and that cannot be taken away or lost? The fourth step is to receive the miracle. So allow yourself to become quiet for a moment and take that deep breath and just allow yourself to receive. Receive a new perception, a shift from fear to love. That's the miracle. Then bring today's lesson gently into your awareness. The name of God is my inheritance. My inheritance. The name of God is love. I am love. It is my inheritance. I've inherited this love. And I have inherited in order to extend this love at every opportunity, at every circumstance, no matter what the body tells me, no matter what I think I see, or no matter what I think I believe. Simply become willing to receive the possibility that you have spent your life searching for has never actually been absent. The fifth step is to respond from your true identity. Return in your mind to the situation where you felt behind. Imagine approaching the situation without the belief that you are running out of time. What if you had all the time in the world and you knew the moment of Kairos would come? That's the appointed time for the perception that the miracle has arrived. Kairos, not Chronos, which is what we know time to be, linear time. I must do A before B appears, and then it will equal C. That's linear time, that's Chronos, chronological time. I'm talking about the appointed time, the moment outside of chronological time. If you knew that that moment would arrive no matter what you did, no matter what you believed, would you still rush? Would you compare yourself to others? Would you condemn yourself for choices you made years ago? Or would you simply ask, what is the next loving step? And then take it. The sixth and last step is to integrate. It's integration. At the end of the day, ask yourself, where have you allowed time to define you? Then notice where you remember that your true inheritance cannot be changed by time. And that's it. Then feel free. Allow yourself to feel free, not encumbered by time. If this lesson helped you, please go ahead and like and subscribe and share these videos and comment below on when is it tough to let go of your belief that you've run out of time. And can you choose again?